Here we are. Okay, so we'll start in child's pose. Just allow your toes to touch and your knees to spread wide. And then melt forearms and third eye down to the mat. Just allow everything to begin to settle in. And bring your attention to your breath. And just take 3 well-intended breaths here. Feel the breath fill the lungs, create space between the ribs. And then release. Quiet the mind. Let go of anything else going on today. Maybe walk your hands off to the right, stacking left hand on top of right, feeling stretch on the left side body. See if you can root down through left hip and left seat. Breath in and breath out. Staying low, walk your hands to the other side, maybe stacking right hand on top of left. Notice right hip. And see if you can create space on the right side body. At the end of your exhalation, walk the hands back to center and then come up into your tabletop position. We'll take a variation of cow-cat here. So we'll bring our hands underneath our shoulders, but rotate your hands so your fingers are pointing towards your knees if that feels safe in your wrists. And just feel a gentle stretch in the wrists here. And then go ahead and on your inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone and the gaze, look up for cow. And on the exhale, round the spine, eyes to thighs, cat. 2 rounds, moving with your breath. Always the option to go back to traditional if it's uncomfortable in your wrists. And then on your last round, coming back to neutral spine, we'll bring our hands back to face towards, our fingers facing towards the top of the mat. And then maybe just sit back onto your heels and roll the wrists forward and backward, left and right. Get some blood flowing through there. Coming back to tabletop position, bring the left hand underneath your face, reach right hand high, gaze up at your fingertips. And then on the exhale, thread the needle, send the right hand through underneath the left, and then bring your right temple and shoulder down to the mat. Option to stay here with left hand beside your face, or maybe reach it long in front to the top of your mat. Option also to take a half bind and wrap left hand around the low back and find the hip crease on the right side. Full breath in wherever you are. And breath out. Left hand comes back to the earth. Inhale, sweep the right hand high. And then exhale, plant the right hand down. We'll take it to the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, thread it towards your right. Left temple and shoulder comes towards the earth. And then take your variation here. So arm, your hand either next to your face, extended long, or half bind. Full breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, right hand comes back to the earth, left hand goes high, look up, and then exhale, plant the hand down to meet the right. Tuck the toes, send the hips back and up for downward facing dog. Say hello to the hamstrings and the calves here. If this is your first stretch of the day, maybe pedal out the feet, walk the dog, nice and slow, bend through the knees. Pushing firmly through all four corners of your hands, relax the shoulders. Send the tailbone a little bit higher, creating that upside down V shape. One more breath in. And exhale. We'll take tippy toe, crawl your feet towards the top of your mat, right behind your hands, taking as many tiny steps forward as you can, keeping your hands on the floor if you can. And then we'll find ourselves in a ragdoll here. So take a generous bend in the knees. Your hands can sway against the floor or maybe grab bicep to bicep. Give yourself enough bend in the knees that your torso can rest on your thighs, and release the low back here. Release the neck, let the head drop low. Maybe shake your head yes, and shake your head no. On your inhale, slowly zombie roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. Once you make it to the top, roll the shoulders up and back. One more time. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, and exhale, roll them down. We'll go through one round of sun salutation A here. So bring your feet to hips distance apart, hands down at your sides for mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come up onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into high plank. Shoulders stacked on top of wrists. Inhale, shift forward onto your tippy toes. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. So your elbows are pinned into your rib cage, all in one straight line. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Send your chest forward. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. One breath in. And one breath out. Lift up onto your tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze at the top of your mat, and step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, sit down into your chair. Tuck the tailbone under. Relax the shoulders. Keep your breath moving. One more breath in. Exhale, prayer twist to your right. So your hands come to prayer at heart center, left elbow outside of right knee. Look down, see if left knee traveled forward in front of the right. See if you can draw it back. Find length through the spine. 3 more breaths here. Use the traction between your palms. Sit the seat down a little bit lower. One more breath. Exhale. We'll come into a forward fold from here. Take your peace fingers, grab your big toes, inhale with a flat back, and then exhale, pull forward. Draw the elbows out as you fold forward, crown of head towards the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. And breath out. Inhale, rise for your chair. Exhale, prayer twist to your left. Same thing, other side. Gaze down at your knees. See if they're in alignment. Draw it back if you need to. Open through the heart center. See if you can open your chest farther to the left. Your gaze can be down at the floor for balance, or challenge your balance by looking up past left shoulder. Sit down a little bit lower. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Straighten the legs. Find your forward fold. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step back into your high plank. Option to flow through a vinyasa. You guys missed it, or Karen missed it. My AC is still out, so I will not be doing the vinyasas with you guys today. Once you make it to downward facing dog, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward to the top of your mat, warrior 2. Gazing over right middle finger, option to bring your hands into eagle arms. So right arm under, left arm on top. Keeping your legs in warrior 2. If you chose the eagle arm option, see if you can lift your elbows a little bit higher. Keep the bend in the right knee. Tuck the tailbone under. 2 more breaths here. Last breath. If you had eagle arms, extend the arms out long. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, flip it over, reverse your warrior. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Another breath, fill up. And on your exhale, we'll come into extended side angle. So option to bring right forearm to right thigh as a modification. Or if you have it available to you, you can try to see if you can bring right hand down to the floor, either on the inside or the outside of the right foot. If the floor is far away from you, use your blocks or your props to bring it closer. Spiral the chest open towards the sky. Keep the breath moving. Gaze up at the left pinky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower the left hip if it's jetting up. 1 more breath. And then rise for warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. Option to flow through a vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, warrior 2. Option to have your arms extended or come into eagle arms this time. Right arm under, or whatever the opposite of was of the last time. Opposite arms, if you choose eagle. Lift the elbows a little bit higher. Challenge yourself to sink lower in the left knee. Really root the right blade edge of foot towards the mat. So find extension through both legs and feet. Another breath in. Breath out. Open your arms, flip the front palm and flip it back and over for reverse warrior. Inhale here, finding length on the left side. Exhale, extended side angle. Again, option to modify or try something new. See if you can drop the hand down towards the earth. Reach the right arm tall. Gaze up at right pinky. Breath in. Breath out. 1 more breath in. And then on your exhale, coming back to warrior 2 for 1 breath. Option to flow through a vinyasa or meet us in down dog. From your down dog, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise into your chair. Arms go high, shoulders are relaxed. On your exhale, eagle pose. Right leg over, right arm under. So right leg crosses over the left. Right arm crosses underneath the left. Maybe you take a half bind with the foot, or maybe a full bind. Wherever you are, draw the knees to midline. Draw the elbows higher and sit a little bit lower. If you wobble, it's okay. Try to find your drishti. Find somewhere where you can focus that doesn't move. Another breath in. Breathe out. Fly your eagle, release, and coming back into a chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, other side. So left leg over, left arm under. Find your foundation. Same thing. Notice if your knees are going off to the right. Draw them back to midline. Find length through your spine. Sink a little bit lower. Give the quads some work. Open your shoulders. Push your forearms away from your face and lift the elbows up a little bit higher. Feel that opening. Another breath in. Breath out. One more. And then on your exhale, fly your eagle arms, release, come into a forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Option to flow through another vinyasa or go straight to down dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, coming into high crescent lunge. You're on the ball of the left foot. Left heel is pointing towards the ceiling. Deep bend in the right knee. Sit up tall through the torso, arms reaching towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another breath in. And let it go. Next breath in. And then on your exhale, find prayer twist towards your right. So again, hands come to heart center, left elbow to outside of right knee. Find length through the spine. See if you're collapsing in. See if you can expand. Strength and length through the left leg. One more breath. Inhale back to your crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Breath in. Let it go. On your inhale, straighten the front leg. Begin to hinge forward at the hip, coming into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm reaches high. Shoulders are stacked. Hips are stacked. Legs are straight. Feel the stretch on the left side body. Don't dump weight into that bottom hand. See if you can lift yourself higher, engage your obliques. One more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll gently rise. We'll pivot our right toes to point towards our left side. Coming into a wide, actually let's come into a star pose from here. So we'll reach our arms up towards the sky in a wide V. Our legs are wide. Our toes are pointing forward. Breathe in. And on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, coming up into a flat back. And exhale, fold. See, if you can maybe approximate the crown of head towards the floor. If that seems really easy to you, shorten your stance. If that's not accessible, that's something to work towards. See if you can shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. So this is kind of setting you up for headstands. And you can play with that balance and that shift of the weight. One more breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, pivot the right foot towards the top of your mat, coming into low lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left, and we'll move into a side plank. Left hand down, right hand high. Create that rainbow arch underneath. Lift a little bit higher. Flex the toes. Activate everything. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Right hand comes down, high plank. Option of flow through a vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Next breath in. On your exhale, prayer twist to your left. Right elbow comes to the outside of left knee. Engage the right foot. You're pushing off with the right toes to give you a little bit more bend in the left knee. Spiral the heart open towards your left. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, unwind, coming back to crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two, gazing over left middle finger. Breathe in. Breathe out. Power through the arms. So if I were in the room with you, I wouldn't be able to push your hands down. There's strength there. They're not just kind of flopping in the air. Activating everything. Next, inhale, straighten the front leg. Shift forward, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand down, right hand up. Light through the bottom hand. See if maybe you can just hover it. Maybe it touches your shin, but you're not holding on for dear life. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Another breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, pivot left toes towards your right, coming into star on the other side. So toes pointing forward, your arms in a wide V overhead. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Find your wide-legged forward fold. You have a few breaths here, so you can play with it. Play with the distance between your feet. Play with that tipping your balance forward and tipping your weight towards the balls of your feet. Maybe you find a twist, so left hand's planted, right hand is reaching up, and then take it to the other side. Maybe this one always feels really good for me, so if you want to, you can follow along with me. I'm gonna take my right hand and clasp the outside of left shin in a twist here. And then just really pull on that left shin, and I can feel all the muscles surrounding my right shoulder blade. Like you never feel those muscles, but I feel them stretching right now. Release and take it to the other side if you took that option. Looking underneath my right armpit and pulling on that right shin. Do you feel that? Like, where did those come from? On your next inhale, wherever you are, we'll pivot towards the top of our mat, coming into low lunge. And then step the left foot back to meet the right. And we'll do side plank on the other side. Right hand down, left hand up. Lift your hips higher. Activate your feet. Pull the left hand up as if someone's pulling you up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left hand comes down. Option to flow through a vinyasa or go straight to child's pose. Just take a moment here. Feel the energy that you created. Notice your breath. Notice your heart rate. Use your breath to help bring it down if you need to. Slowly make your way to tabletop position, and then go ahead and find yourself in a seated position. Your soles of the feet towards the earth. We'll bring our hands behind our hips, fingers pointing in the same direction as our toes, and we'll cross right ankle over left knee. We'll flex our left foot, coming onto our left heel. So figure 4 here. If this feels like enough opening for you in the right hip, stay here. See if you can energetically push right knee forward to the top of your mat. If you need a little bit more, draw left heel in towards your seat. Both your left and your right foot are flexed, not collapsing through the torso. So use your hands to push and create length. And then from here, we'll cross right leg all the way over left and extend the left leg long. Right hand stays planted behind our hip. Inhale, left arm goes high. And then on your exhale, find a twist to your right. So maybe you hook left elbow on the outside of right knee. Left foot is flexed. Inhale, every inhale creates length. Every exhale, maybe you find a millimeter more in your twist, looking over right shoulder. And then we'll release and take it to the other side. So figure 4, left ankle crosses over right. Take your variation, your option, wherever you feel the benefits. Engage both feet. Inhale. Exhale, cross left leg all the way over the right and extend right leg long. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Left hand is planted behind your hip. And exhale, twist to your left this time. Inhale. Crown of head reaches towards the ceiling. Exhale. You find a little bit more twist in your spine. Right hand is active too, so never limp hand. Your fingers are spread wide. One more breath in. On your exhale, release. Both legs go long. Feet are flexed. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hinge forward, finding a seated forward fold. Rounding when you need to. One deep breath in. And release. Take the biggest breath of your day today. Fill up, create space, and let it go. From here, slowly make your way onto your backs, or however you would like to close and seal your practice today. Allow your eyes to close. Take up as much space as you need. You're not confined to the area of your yoga mat. There's no boundaries. So you can be spread eagle if you like. And as you're here, just draw your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. All the muscles surrounding your eyes. Relaxed. Bring your awareness to your cheeks and your jaw. Create space between the upper and lower teeth. Relax the tongue. Try not to push against the roof of your mouth. And travel down to your neck, your upper back, your shoulders. Soften. The middle back, chest, upper arms are relaxed. Your forearms, wrists, hands, and all 10 fingers melt into the mat. Lower back, belly, hips are soft. Glutes, quads, hamstrings are relaxed. Knees, calves, shins, soften. Ankles, tops of feet, sides of feet, bottoms of feet, and all 10 toes are relaxed. Draw your attention back to the space between your eyebrows and soften. Allow your body to completely surrender to the earth, Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you're able to today. If you're moving with me, make your way to a seated position. Your eyes stay closed. Draw your hands to heart center. Connect the thumbs to the heart. A symbol of gratitude. And together we bow towards our fingertips. Namaste.